Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Now, if you've seen my previous videos on the FireFly OGV James Hetfield Flying V, you know I wasn't too impressed with the model, but it did have some redeeming qualities. Now, it's been a couple weeks. I've had a chance to play this guitar and go through it and see what it's all about. So in this video, you're finally going to hear a tone demo of it, and you're going to hear my final thoughts on the matter. First off, the guitar balances really well when standing and playing. You don't have to fight with it. I mean, it just hugs up against your body. And yeah, you can just focus on riffing those early Metallica riffs. The neck is smooth and fast thanks to this matte finish. So, I mean, you can just blaze up and down this, whether you're doing lead work or rhythm work. So that's nice. The tuners hold tuning really well. They tune up smooth. I tuned this up about 4 or 5 days ago, and it just been setting because I hadn't had a chance to film this video. And I picked it up, and the guitar was in tune. So, and we've had some pretty drastic weather changes here. We've been going from like 60 one day to like 30 the next. So, some pretty drastic temperature changes. And this guitar held up great, so that's killer. Now the bridge and tailpiece on this is really good quality. Feels like good metal. I think this bridge and tailpiece would last a really long time. Unlike on the Solar E I have, just tuning it up, the strings was chewing the saddles all to pieces. I don't think you have any trouble with that on this. The metal seems pretty hard. I'm not sure what they make this out of, but yeah, it seems like it'd hold up a really long time. The switch is great. Does what it's supposed to do. The knobs turn fairly easy. But you will note, guys, on the cheaper guitars, on your volume controls, you pretty much just got off and on. There's a little variance in it, but it's not nothing like a high quality pot. The strap pins are located in nice positions. The guitar balances really well while setting and playing as well. With this being a matte finish, guys, it does pick up dirt from the environment fairly easy. Just by handling it and setting it down and moving it around. It will get black marks on it, so that's just something to look out for. The pickguard is the same way because they kind of sanded this down, so I've noticed as I'm playing it, it's kind of darkening up in spots. Pickups are okay in this, guys. Nothing really to write home about. Out of all my FireFly guitars, the pickups in these and the Zakk Wylde Custom Les Paul, those are probably the weakest two pickup sets out of all the others. I'm not sure why that is. It may have something to do with these black covers. All the other uncovered pickups in the other models sounded great. Even in the Orianthi PRS copy they done, the pickups sounded great in those. These here just... they sound a little honky. Sound more kind of like a single coil than a humbucker, really. I would suggest if you get one of these to switch the pickups out sooner or later. If you really want to nail that Sear and James Hetfield tone, you're definitely going to upgrade these pickups, guys. And also, guys, like we stated in the last video, on the particular two I had, the bridge pickup was set a little further up than it's supposed to be. And I found when you're riffing around, your pick does tend to hit that sometimes. Not all the time. So when you're digging in, guys, trying to nail those Metallica riffs, sometimes this does get in your way. I noticed that a lot, and I've kind of scratched the pickup a little bit by playing it with the pick. So that's something to look out for in this model. Also, I open this up. Inside, there's a swimming pool route. So pretty much from here to here, there's no material under this pickguard. So if you get yourself another pickguard, you should be able to move this pickup back in the right position. Although I'm not sure if another pickguard would just fit on this. So my suggestion would be, and this is what I'm going to do, I'm just going to buy a blank sheet of pickguard material and use this for a pattern and cut it out and figure out where I want my pickup to be here. So that way we can get it to line up right like it is now. But if yours showed up with the pickup down here, you shouldn't have no trouble about that. So you shouldn't have to worry about that. But unfortunately, both I ordered came just like this. The pickup was set too far forward. So I could have sent it back, but I do like the guitar. I like the feel of it. I like the look of it. So, but once I got under here, guys, and seen there was enough room to move this pickup back, I'm not really worried about it now. As far as the fretwork goes on these guys, it's pretty good. I've not noticed any high frets or any dead spots on these. They will need some polishing though, especially on the first one I unboxed. They had just level sanded the frets and just put strings on it. They didn't bother polishing them at all. Fortunately, this one was a lot better. There's still a little bit of grit in these, but it could totally be played in. But if not, whenever I go to change the pickups and the pickguard, I can just go ahead and polish them up. It's no big deal. But the other one, it will take a little bit of elbow grease to get that one going. Another thing I noticed, guys, there was a variance in the neck thickness on the two I have. The first one, the neck was quite thicker than this one. This one is pretty thin, actually, especially for a FireFly. So this is definitely my favorite of the two. Especially about this neck profiles. I really like the profile on this one. But I do wish they would have rounded the headstock off more, guys, as they've kind of went for Schecter style headstock on this one. Which, I mean, that's fine. Schecter's cool and all. But for this particular model, it would have looked a lot nicer if they'd went with a more traditional style Flying V headstock. But what can you do? Now, would I recommend this guitar to you guys? It just depends. If you're looking for a cool Flying V, that's a great mod platform, it looks great, sounds pretty good, but plays really well, then yes, I definitely recommend this guitar to you. But if you're looking for an exact copy of the James Hetfield OGV, you're not going to find that here, guys. I'm sorry, you have to look elsewhere. This is just a tribute model. If you're looking for a $2,000 spec guitar, guys, at this price point, I'm sorry, you're not going to find that here either. As far as the bones of this guitar, guys, it's made really well. This makes an excellent mod platform, especially if you just want to change the pickups out. I definitely recommend you change those out. As far as the hardware on this and the tuners, I would leave those alone. I wouldn't bother changing those at all because they seem good quality. They seem like they last a while. The nut on this is cut really well. It's a bone nut and it's cut really well. As I was tuning it, I wasn't noticing any pinging or anything or the strings catching, so that's really good on this. The fretwork is pretty good on these guys. I haven't noticed any dead spots or high frets on it. Nothing's popped up that I know of. But overall, guys, I think this is a decent buy for your money, especially if you're a major Metallica fan or James Hetfield fan, or if you're just wanting a white set neck Flying V at a great price. I mean, this is the way to go right here. Now, I know there's a lot of people online, guys, that think these sub $500 guitars should be just as good as their Gibson counterparts, but that's just not the case, guys. I'm sorry to say. For what they are, guys, FireFly is an amazing guitar for the money. There's nobody at that price point that I think that can compete with them, especially if you're going to mod them. Just a few mods here and there, you've got yourself a beast of a guitar. If you're getting these for like a first guitar, second or third guitar, and you're an intermediate player, they're fine as is. You could play them for a long time, not have to worry about it. These guitars will last a long time if you take care of them, just like anything. That's going to do it for today's video, guys. What'd you think about the FireFly OGV, James Hetfield copy, tribute, whatever? Let me know in the comments below. If you got one of these, let me know what your experience is with it, so we can get a variety of opinions in the comments below. But till next time, guys, I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching. God bless.